Hi guys, and welcome to lesson 2 of Blue Bossa, which is going to concentrate on practicing the chord notes or target notes, however you think about them. I like to, well, sort of both really. If I'm practicing the chords, I'd like to know all the changes, but then when I'm improvising, I'm trying to hear where I'm going next. So you could call that a target note. Okay, so lesson objectives this week are to know the chord changes or target notes for Blue Bossa as fluently as possible. Now I've created a number of activities. Don't feel under pressure that you have to do them all. I'm well aware that there are people at various stages of progress and development within the new Patreon group now, if you like. So activity 1 will be literally just playing through the changes, knowing what the changes are. Okay, so just very slowly, just without any backing track at all, like I say, working out what the root, the third, the fifth and the seventh is. Okay, activity 2 is a very simple etude that I put together, playing root position, the third and the fifth. Okay, just the root, so it's like just like an arpeggio. So people used to playing major and minor arpeggios will know about that. Okay, that's going to be activity 2. Activity 3 is again trying to start on the root, or we are starting on the root, but we're adding the seventh. Okay, and this is using quarter notes. No, eighth notes, quavers we call them. I think American and Canadian people call them eighth notes, so quavers for us. Okay, so you'll also notice that I've attached to the lesson, and I also posted previously a slower version, 110 beats per minute. Still a nice tempo to do Blue Bossa as well. So if the other one is a little bit too fast to get the quavers in, try it on the slower backing track. You have the choice of 2 now. Okay, activity 4 will be if you're advanced enough and you know the changes, the first, third, fifth and seventh. We can now think about maybe if you're ready to start thinking about adding the ninth of the chord. Okay, and then activity 5 will be try to create your own improvisations based on the activities we have covered in this lesson. So wherever you are, if you've only or not only, but if you are happy just staying at activity 2, which is playing in root position using the first, the third and fifth, try and just create your own etude or improvisation just using those notes, but add a little bit of rhythm and some space, which as you'll see in that etude that I've created, I have done. Okay, and I'm also going to attach a rhythm sheet again to this lesson too. And so you'll, if you can't think of any rhythms, then use the ones on the rhythm sheet. Okay, so here we go. Activity 1. Okay, so I'm just going to quickly take you through the chord notes. Okay, so of course I'm talking in B flat, so I'm in the key of D minor. Concert pitch will be in C minor, and E flat pitch will be in A minor. Okay, so whatever key you're in, that's going to apply to you. So D minor. If you want to, you can add the seventh as well. Or you could maybe even add the sixth, the major sixth. That would not something you want to keep hitting, but just for a little bit of extra colour. The sixth always works well in a D minor or any minor chord, especially the sort of gypsy jazz style, that genre of music. Okay, so but for now, it's just going to be the first, the third, and the fifth. Okay, first, third, fifth. So D, F, A. It could be C, E flat, or G, or A, C, E if you're on E flat. Okay, the next chord for me, bars 3 and 4, is G minor. First, third, fifth. Okay, going to be F minor for concert, obviously, and what do we got? The D minor if you are in E flat pitch. Okay, I think you get the hang of that now. I'm just going to talk B flat pitch, so and just say which bars I'm on. So if you want to play along with me, so here we go. Bar 5, E minor 7, flat 5. All that means is E minor, but flat 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's going to be just the B flat, which is in the key anyway. Okay, the theory part of this, that actually comes from, that is the 7th degree, if you like, the 7th mode of F major. E minor flat 7, E minor 7 flat 5. And we know that F major is related to D minor. Okay, next chord 2 on line 2 for me, A7 flat 9. And of course the A flat is just the semitone above, sorry, the flat 9 is just the semitone above the A, which is the B flat. And then we're back to the home key, D minor. Okay, bar 9. Bar 9, 10, 11 and 12 is a 2-5-1, a major 2-5-1. So it's in, for me, E flat major. If your concert pitch is going to be D flat major. If you are in E flat pitch, it will be in B flat major. Okay, so. And then the major 7th is a major 7, not a semitone. It's going to be a semitone from the E flat. So if I just play that through from bar 9. Okay, and then bar 13 is is exactly the same as bar 5, 6, 7 and 8. Or okay, if you want to use the natural 7th or the 6th, it's not the flat 6. I'm not playing a B flat, I'm playing a B natural. Okay, so they are the chord notes for Blue Bossa. Okay, here we go with the next part of the lesson. Okay, so the next etude or activity 2 is going to be just the 1st, the 3rd and the 5th using quarter notes or crotchets. Okay, so just literally like the first 3 notes of like an arpeggio in Western music. Okay, you just got to remember on the flat 5 to keep that within the diatonically within the key. It's not going to be E minor with a normal B. It will be with the B flat. Okay, or if you're on D minor, it will be with the flat 5, which is the A flat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And if you're on the the A minor 7 flat 5, you have to play the E flat. Okay, so here we go. Have a listen to how I've approached this with the backing track. like I say, I've created also a slower backing track, so you've got the choice of whether you want to play it a bit more up tempo or at 110 beats per minute. Okay, here we go with activity number 2. Okay, so activity 3 uses the intervals, if you like, of the chord. So the tonic, the third, the fifth, the seventh. Okay, and just to fit more in, I've used the eighth notes or quavers. Okay, so if you want to try and just go up and down them. So if you're not familiar with the chords, just do one chord at a time until you are familiar with it. Okay, get really so you know what the notes are. So even if you're just want to do leave out the seventh for now and just concentrate on the 1, 3 and 5, you could make up your own where you just okay, that's something you could do, but for now we've added the seventh for everyone to try this. Okay, so by practicing this exercise, you know, you're really spelling out the harmony, okay? And by doing that and over and over and over again, you're internalizing the changes. Okay, so ideally, the best way to do this is to get to know this so well that you could just play through these changes, especially this exercise, with no chords, with no sheet music. Okay, lead sheet. I don't mind if you want to use the lead sheet, but ideally, you just want to shut your eyes and be able to. Okay, had a bit of a mental block there, but you know, so it's just playing through the changes. Just keep doing that over and over and over again, and then try it with the backing track, which is what we're going to listen to now. Okay, so here we go with the next activity, activity number 3, activity number 3 with the backing track. Here we go. So activity number 4, this is for the more advanced, developed student. Okay, so people who really understand and have internalized the chords for Blue Bossa on using the tonic, the third, the fifth, and the seventh. We are starting now to add the ninth. Okay, so you could just go through the whole piece, just playing the ninth. Okay, just to get your ears used to that as well. But I've just incorporated the ninth into eighth note. I keep wanting to call them quarter beats, but they're not. Of course, they are eighth note exercises. We call them quavers, as I've already mentioned a number of times. Okay, so just to give you a flavour of the first couple of bars. Okay, that was the exercise featuring the ninth as well. So, like I say, this is for the much more advanced player, if there's anyone that fancies that extra challenge. So let's now have a listen to activity number 4. That also includes the ninth. Here we go. Okay, so activity 1, 2, 3, and 4 are all a means to an end, really. Okay, they're not jazz. It's just giving us the tools to be able to play some jazz. Okay, because even if we say, yeah, I'm an ear player, I play by ear, practicing that way, learning the changes, learning the notes is real, and hearing those notes is all that's going to do is benefit the quality of what you hear. So by listening and watching, say, the activity number 5, you can hear that by just using the chord notes, even if if that's where you are at the minute, just using the chordal notes with a little bit of syncopated sort of jazz line rhythms, you can really take your playing to the next level very, very quickly. Okay, and by practicing these etudes, and especially or practicing the chord notes, but especially adding your own rhythms, when I'm saying creating your own improvisations, that's just going to take you to new places. Okay, so I'll attach another rhythm sheet. I'll attach the rhythm sheet that I've used before, but something else you can do is just use the rhythms that I've used. Okay, because they're very effective. If I just play you the first 2 lines of etude activity number 5, all on just one note, you'll hear how effective it can be. So 1, 2, 3. when you practice it yourself, you'll hear how effective that is, because I mean, bar 5 and 6 is all off the beat. Just a simple little phrase like that, only using the chord notes, can be highly effective, especially when you just resolve into that F or a D on the home chord, no, the home chord there, the D minor for me. Okay, so have a listen now to what I did. So the first chorus is just me playing the etude that you can see, and then for the rest of the second chorus, I've done slash notation where it's up to you to try and create your own. Okay, so something you might want to do is use the rhythm that I've written, but use different notes of the chords, so you don't use those notes. Okay, so have fun with that and have a listen to Etude 5. So I hope you've enjoyed this lesson. Remember to really try and internalize these chord changes as much as you can, because it really frees you up to then improvise, to create your own improvisations. Okay, just a final thought, really, just when you are improvising, only using the chordal notes, try to do it in a way where you are creating a new melody. So different to thinking about doing a jazz solo, because if you're thinking about a melody where something you can actually maybe even use lyrics. So if you're improvising and you've used some rhythms like do da do do, you've got to think of whatever those words might be. It just if you think in terms of melody, I find it really helps your solos, obviously much more melodic, and you're not dooby dooby doo, but you're not running away doing lots of semiquavers and that type of thing, or 16th notes. Okay, so just really try as if you're creating a new tune. So not Blue Bossa, but another bossa over the chords to Blue Bossa, but it's your bossa using those chord notes. Okay, and it will keep it simple, but it will be, I think you'll be pleased with the results. Okay, so good luck with it this week. I like I say, I hope you enjoy the lesson, and come to the Zoom call, which will be on Thursday. If it's not on the Thursday, I'll let you know, but come along, and I'd like to hear you got on. That would be great. Okay, see you again soon. Bye for now.